Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm very happy to have you join our learning journey. This is episode 5 of the ComfyUI tutorial series. In the previous episodes, we started from zero and covered the essential foundations. Building text to image to image, Krea2 prompt generators, denoise explained, and image masking, in-painting, and in-paint crop workflows. We also learned the underlying principles of how ComfyUI workflows are constructed, and where and how to download models and custom nodes. Today, we are going to learn the Krea2 Turbo image-to-image workflow. Krea2 Turbo was released in 2026, June. It's a distilled, accelerated version that runs in 8 to 22 steps, paired with Krea2 VL4B text encoder and Image VAE. It is naturally strong at image-to-image and reference-based rewriting. Krea2 Turbo preserves the original composition and object outlines extremely well. With medium denoise strength, it can change style and details without destroying the main subject, which is why many creators use it for image repainting, old photo restoration, and style transfer. Compared with Image Turbo, Krea2 Turbo keeps the original composition much more reliably. It also supports in-paint for local edits and works very well with impact pack detailer workflows. If you frequently do image-to-image, reference-based repainting, or style rewriting, Krea2 Turbo should be your first choice. If you focus on text-to-image and need ControlNet for pose or line art control, then choose other models. Now let's build a Krea2 Turbo image-to-image workflow. Before we start, you need to download a few models. Open ComfyUI. Click the Templates menu on the left and search for Krea2. You will see several templates. Choose Krea2, then select the third one, Text-to-Image. Open the workflow. On the right side, you'll see information about Krea2 Turbo Text-to-Image, including where to download the models and some usage tips. In the center, you'll notice a red box, which means this workflow has errors. Open the error details. It shows 4 missing models. Click Download All. You'll see the model sizes and download speed. Since they're large files, it may take around 7 to 8 minutes. After the download finishes, restart ComfyUI. Now the workflow will no longer show the red box, which means all models have been installed successfully. We can open its subgraph to take a look at the internal workflow. You'll notice that the prompt inside is very long and highly detailed. Let's test the output. The generated image is a high-quality digital artwork that blends realism with a cartoon illustration style. Following the official workflow, you'll notice that the main image section contains 2 text fields. Their roles are very different. Top text box. This is where the user writes the main prompt, the actual description of the image. Bottom text box. This is the style suffix, used only for adding stylistic elements, not for describing objects or the scene. Inside the subgraph area, you'll see 2 additional text boxes. These are automatically combined and sent to the LLM prompt enhancement module. The 3 text fields serve completely different purposes, but many users get confused at first. The key idea: only the main image text box is for writing your image prompt. The 2 text boxes inside the subimage are not for scene description. They are system prompts for Krea2 VL4B. Their job is to instruct Krea2 VL on how to expand the user's short prompt, enforce strict rules, prevent hallucinated objects, preserve the main subject, define how lighting, materials, composition, and details should be enhanced. When prompt enhance equals true, Krea2 VL automatically enriches your prompt with professional-level details suitable for image generation. Regular users should not modify the 2 system prompt text fields inside the subgraph. Changing them will break the enhancement logic. If you're not familiar with how Krea2 VL4B works, check out episode 3 of my channel's ComfyUI tutorial series, where we build the Krea2 VL prompt generator from scratch. Now let's test the image generation capability of Krea2 Turbo Text-to-Image. Here I paste a short prompt. A young Asian woman portrait, standing outdoor, golden hour sunset, shallow depth of field, blurred background, natural relaxed facial expression. Then I refine the visual style, cinematic photography, soft bokeh, natural skin texture, lifelike, 8K high detail. Next, I set the aspect ratio to 9:16 and run the workflow inside the subgraph. You can observe the entire execution process. The prompt first goes through the text generation node, then into text encoding, followed by sampling, decoding, model conditioning, positive-negative conditioning, and latent processing, eventually producing the final image. At this point, you'll see the preview of the enhanced prompt. It uses the Krea2 VL model to expand your simple prompt into a detailed, professional-grade image prompt following a structured enhancement pipeline. When writing prompts manually, you can also follow a simple but effective formula that covers all essential elements: subject, action, scene, light, color, composition, medium, and finally add a negative prompt. This structure helps you enrich your prompt with meaningful details and achieve higher quality results. Here is the final image output. The lighting and shadows are realistic, and the subtle changes in facial expressions are lifelike. Let's test another prompt. Cinematic wide shot. Lone man walks on rainy downtown city street, holding black umbrella. Building neon lights reflect on wet asphalt pavement. This time, we only adjust the aspect ratio and keep the style unchanged. After running the workflow, you can see the result. The neon reflections on the wet pavement look great, and the rainy night cinematic mood is well captured. Next, I switch to a different prompt. A girl sits reading book under huge blooming cherry blossom tree, and apply a new style. Studio Ghibli aesthetic, warm soft daylight, painterly illustration, clean cell shading, soft pastel color. This gives the image a warm, airy, pastel-colored look with a gentle Ghibli-style painterly feeling. Next, we'll use ComfyUI Krea2T Enhancer to build an image-to-image workflow. This node is a lightweight enhancement module that improves prompt fidelity and image quality for Krea2 diffusion models. It works by patching the model's internal text fusion pathway, helping the AI better interpret your prompt and follow the details more accurately. Next, we open the extensions node pack and search for ComfyUI Krea2T Enhancer. Here it is. In most cases, the extensions panel contains the most commonly used and up-to-date nodes. Whenever your workflow is missing a node, always check this extensions panel first. It's the easiest and most convenient place to find what you need. If it's not here, then go to Hugging Face, GitHub, or Civet AI. Click Download, and you'll see the installation progress at the bottom. After that, click Apply Changes, wait a moment, and it will show that the installation is complete. Finally, you must restart ComfyUI. Once restarted, the ComfyUI Krea2T Enhancer node will appear inside your ComfyUI Custom Nodes folder. Now you're ready to start building your workflow. Next, just like before, double-click on the canvas and add all the required nodes. Load image, load VAE, VAE encode, VAE decode, load clip, diffusion model loader, clip text encode, positive prompt, clip text encode, negative prompt, ComfyUI Krea2T Enhancer, K-sampler, and save image. These are all the nodes needed for the workflow. Now let's connect them. Connect load image to VAE encode pixels. Connect load VAE to both VAE encode and VAE decode. Connect load clip to both clip text encode positive prompt and clip text encode negative prompt. Connect diffusion model loader model to ComfyUI Krea2T Enhancer model, and then into K-sampler model. Connect the conditioning outputs of both positive and negative prompts into K-sampler positive and negative. Connect VAE encode latent to K-sampler latent image. Connect VAE decode image to save image. Finally, connect K-sampler latent to VAE decode samples. And that completes the entire Krea2 Turbo image-to-image workflow. Then, change the model in the load VAE node to Qwen image VAE safe tensors. Change the model in load clip to Qwen3 VL4B FP8 scaled safe tensors, and set the diffusion model loader type to Krea2. These models were used in earlier episodes, and they are the correct matching components for Krea2 Turbo FP8 scaled safe tensors, the diffusion model we're using today. All other nodes can stay at their default settings. The key part is the K-sampler configuration. Noise equals enable must be on for image-to-image. Noise or seed equals 0. Control after generate equals randomize. Steps equals 18 to 22. Krea2 Turbo is already a turbo model. Do not exceed 25 steps or the image will become blurry. CFG equals 7.0 to 8.5. If the number above 9, colors will blow out and shapes will distort. Sample name equals Euler. Officially recommended by Krea2. Scheduler equals simple. It must be simple. Other schedulers reduce image quality. Starter step equals 0. Image to image. This is always 0. End step equals 10. This depends on your denoise value. Example. Steps equals 20. Denoise equals 0.5. End at step equals 10. Return with leftover noise equals disable. For normal image to image, keep this disabled. Why this matters? In Ksampler Advanced, the start at step and end at step parameters control the denoise strength. The default end at step equals 10,000 is for text to image. If you run that in image to image, it will completely overwrite your original image and lose the composition. Text to image, start equals 0. End equals total steps. Image to image, use end at step to control denoise strength. Formula. End at step equals total steps times 1 minus denoise strength, or end at step divided by steps. 10 divided by 20 is equal to 0.5 denoise. Examples. Steps equals 20, denoise equals 0.5, the end at step equals 10. Steps equals 22, denoise equals 0.3, the end at step equals 15. Steps equals 18, denoise equals 0.7, the end at step equals 5. Denoise meaning. Less than 0.3 is very small changes, preserves original image strongly. 0.45 to 0.6 is best balance. Keeps composition while enhancing details, recommended. Greater than 0.7 is strong rewrite, composition will noticeably change. We covered this in detail in Episode 3 and Episode 4 of the ComfyUI tutorial series. If you're not familiar with denoise behavior, feel free to revisit that episode. After understanding all parameters set, let's test some images. We first replace the original image with this new half-body portrait. Then we add the positive prompt. A girl with straight short black hair, wearing a black leather jacket, city street at night, neon light, cool blue tone, urban portrait, moody cinematic lighting. Add the negative prompt as usual, keep all other settings unchanged, and click Run. Now let's examine the output image. Effect of denoise strength 0.5, end at step divided by steps. With a denoise strength of 0.5, the model balances the original reference image and the text prompt equally. The output successfully reflects the prompt. Black leather jacket, cool blue tone, neon night atmosphere, urban portrait mood. Lighting, texture, and color are reshaped by the prompt. Key issue. CFG equals 8 is too high for turbo models. You can clearly see harsh sharpening, color fringing, blown out highlights, heavy noise, distorted edges, painterly artifacts. These are typical symptoms of an excessively high CFG. Core reason is Krea2 Turbo is a turbo-speed distilled model, which naturally performs poorly under high CFG. The higher the CFG, the more aggressively the model tries to satisfy the prompt. Keeping all parameters the same and only lowering CFG from 8 to 4, we generate again. The blue lighting transitions become smoother, highlights no longer blow out, edge artifacts disappear, and both skin and clothing textures look more natural while the night scene atmosphere is preserved. In the previous example, my prompt change was too drastic, so the output shifted significantly. Now I switch the prompt to Latina female with thick wavy hair, harbor boats and pastel houses behind. Breezy seaside light, warm tones, cinematic close-up. Then I adjust the Ksampler parameters. Steps is 20, CFG is 8, end at step is 10. With this setting, the overall facial structure remains recognizable, but the facial details, skin tone, and lighting are reshaped. The hairstyle and background layout are still identifiable. Steps is 20, CFG is 8, end at step is 14. Here, the pose, face shape, and facial features change much more dramatically, and the output aligns more closely with the prompt. Note that this Krea2 Turbo image-to-image workflow is not designed to replicate the original photo. The input image is only used to lock the composition and the subject's pose. The model will heavily redraw the scene, which makes this workflow ideal for style transfer and artistic reinterpretation. We'll continue using the same photo and keep the main prompt unchanged. This time, we simply add a style line underneath the prompt. Cel-shaded anime, sharp black outline, flat color, Ghibli subtle texture, studio anime illustration. Then we adjust the K-sampler settings to control the style. Steps equals 20. CFG equals 4. End at step equals 20. Run the workflow, and you'll see it produces a studio anime illustration. Because the denoise strength equals 1 is end at step divided by steps, the model follows the text prompt completely, resulting in a side view anime character rather than the original frontal portrait. We've been adjusting K-sampler values, and they clearly have a direct impact on the output. But what about the Krea2T Enhancer? Does its strength also change the image? Let's test it. We keep K-sampler unchanged and only modify the Krea2T Enhancer strength. Strength equals 0.5. The result looks more like the original photo, frontal angle, similar face shape, similar hairstyle. Strength equals 0.3. The character's proportions and composition become even closer to the original. Strength equals 0.15. The generated image matches the original photo more closely in fine details, facial features, and texture. From these tests, we can conclude recommended Krea2T Enhancer strength 0.3 to 0.6. Best for style transfer. Changes clothing, environment, and art style. Softens original details, facial features, and textures. 0.7 to 1.0. Prompt dominant mode. The model fully prioritizes the text description. Original facial features and composition may be lost. That's all for today's episode. I hope you picked up something useful and learned a few new tricks along the way. If you have any suggestions, new findings, or interesting test results, feel free to share them in the comments. We can all learn together. Remember to like, follow, and share if you're enjoying this series. In the next episode, I'll continue exploring more ComfyUI workflows and bring you fresh content. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.